therapist you need.
Therapy Thursday.
Now on Wild 94.1.
I understand therapy.
Hi, everybody.
Therapy Thursday is here. This is where we give you answers to your questions, and they can range any way from relationship to work situation. If you got just any kind of weirdness, we welcome the weird.
We love that.
888-429-0941. Davi on board.
Yes.
Meredith is here.
Hello.
I'm here, and we got Ken actually on the line. He called last week after we got wrapped up and said he would check in, and he was the first one to call this morning. How you doing this morning?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good. All right, so let's see here. We got a situation, and you said you're trying to land the girl, so give us a little synopsis on what your question is.
Yes, so basically, I'm an adult male who is single and looking for love. So basically, my situation is that I've tried different avenues towards looking for love, including like online and going out to social parties, things like that. But nothing seems to be working. So I was trying to see what insights or different methods that I could use to land my goal.
Well, now let me ask you this: Are you finding people that are in your like what you're interested in, and not able to close the deal? Or are you just not finding good options that fit your particular taste?
Yes, I'm just not finding good options.
Oh,
Ooh,
gotcha.
interesting. Well, you called the right show, by the way.
I think one of the things that I think you're doing wrong is looking for love. I think you should be looking for friendship. I think you should be looking for people with common interests of you that could maybe grow into a relationship, possibly into love. I think you're trying to hit a home run in your first at bat when like a single would be just enough.
Putting too much pressure on himself?
On himself, on her, it
Yeah.
kind of radiates,
Yeah.
you know? You feel that.
Yes.
You also don't want to lay out, even though honesty is the best policy, it's not always timed well. So you don't want to tell them, I'm looking for love. I'm trying to find. They don't need to know what you're trying to find. Just be nice enough for them to want to be around you for a good hot minute, and then maybe shoot for 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying? And let it go. From there. Like I don't think you need to lay out the pressure of, hey, here's my intentions and blah 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 blah. Just be a good guy.
Well, if you put pressure on yourself, then she's going to feel that at the same time. But also, we need some confidence in yourself. You know what I mean? Like you can go out there. You will find.
You can do it.
Eventually, just go out there and exactly what Orlando said. That word pressure can take a lot off your shoulders if you just go out there looking to have a good time instead of expecting to find the wife.
All right, and don't be too shy about this either. Like let her feel that you're a little bit more confident when you do talk to the one that you're interested in. Just don't get cocky, but just feel like you've been there before. At least give the air that you've been there before. But be true to yourself. All right.
And shoot a lot of shots.
Shoot a lot of shots.
Shoot shots all over the
Shoot
bag.
shots all over the bag.
Hit
Now,
on everybody.
You know the translation of shooting your shot, right? That means ask somebody for coffee a couple times.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't got to be just one. And if somebody bites, go for it. Bite back. All right, kid.
Can I just add one thing? real quick?
Sure. Yeah. What you want to ask?
Yes, to all the women out there, you're the best. Keep doing your thing.
All right, bro. Thanks, man.
Good luck, buddy.
It's tough out there. We hear that all the time. It's so hard to date.
Man, I mean, but you know what, though? It's hard to compete when you're looking online and we're seeing what all these guys are doing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, with the expectations of women being
I
up
know.
there, it's like some guys feel like, it's hard to find that.
And maybe don't be so nice. He seems really nice.
Yeah.
Sometimes being nice, you know what they say about the nice guy.
Be a bleep
You
hole?
know where the nice guy fit. Be a little bit. A little bit.
See that? You just ruined it.
It's true.
You're too
It's
nice.
true. He's too nice.
Don't be so available.
Don't be available.
As
and
a
be
guy
mean.
that has been told by ladies,
It hurts.
you're just too nice.
I know. But look at you and Ken, both single.
Me and Ken need to hang out.
Damn.
Hey, Ken, I'm off this weekend.
Orlando.
You want to come hang?
You want to go hang out with him?
Hey, me and Ken go hang out.
Hey,
we look at
be
some
nice.
anime. Eat some
David took
Cheetos.
a shot at you. I don't know if you heard that. The shade was thrown.
Oh, man. All right,
anyway.
sorry about that. We got a text out the 941. It says, my man refuses to dress up. ever. Come as you are is his life's motto. Dinner at a restaurant, church, even Christmas, he is painfully underdressed.
Nah, son.
I have a wedding coming up, and I'm wondering if it's okay to not tell him about it. I want to RSVP for just me. I don't want him coming super casual and embarrassing me. We've talked about this multiple times.
Okay, we have to have a sit-down conversation about the way you make us look and the way you are making me feel about not inviting you to a wedding. We are in a relationship.
I feel attacked.
Well, you should feel attacked because you've been attacking me. You haven't been listening to me, and I feel like if you don't even put on a pair of pants or shoes,
he got a vibe.
I mean, but
You're messing up my vibe.
I get that you are the way you want to be, but at the end of the day, there has to be a compromise here. You don't have to wear a 3-piece suit. But
Can I wear my gator hat?
Can you? No, not to a wedding.
I like my gator hat.
No college hats, no jerseys, no nothing. Can we put that to the side and I'll help you? I will dress you. Let's go out, let's spend the day or an hour or two. Let's just go.
If you ever hear the term "you're making us look bad," you have to correct whatever you've been doing.
Yeah, seriously.
Them fighting words right there.
And embarrassing. You're embarrassing me. Like we can't go to a wedding. Oh hell no.
You know what? It would be nice if you are in a position to treat your man, like take him to a place and just say, listen, we're going out, and then take him to a Brooks Brothers or take him to the Nordstroms or somewhere where a stylist can say, you know what, let's show him what it looks like. Because a guy seeing himself, even though he's all about his gator hat and it's all about his Crocs and everything else, welcome to Florida, we have a lot of it.
True.
But if you take somebody to a space, and it ain't got to be highfalutin, you could take him to the Mars Brothers. Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
All right, you could just take him somewhere where somebody could put him in a suit and he can see it differently. And then you look at him and you're like, now that right there, that's the man I want to see.
Also, tell him it's a little unattractive at the same time.
Give him a little bit of boost, though.
Yeah,
like
tell
give
him it's
what they
sexy
say,
when he
it's like a poop
dresses.
sandwich. You give him a compliment.
Yes.
Then put the work
Sandwich
in the
it.
middle.
Yes.
And sandwiches with the goods. And be like, baby, I love you and everything, but I would just like to see you in a diverse kind
I've
of thing.
never wanted you more when
Oh
you
my
dress
God.
up.
And when
We
that little
about to
guy
tear
comes
that
through
up.
with the tape measure, it's always a little guy. He's never a big
It's
guy.
always a
When
little
the little
man.
guy
Little
come
man.
through with the tape measure,
Taylor?
yeah, you feel like a boss.
The guy.
Yeah, little guy.
It's a Taylor.
Tape measure, measuring stuff, your legs, your thing, your chest. all
Dobby's
that.
never bought one suit, and you can
I
obviously
know that
tell.
little guy.
That little man. That little man with the tape measure. Look at-
Remeasure my arm.
Hey, little man. Little man, I got that thing right there. All right, that's what you got. You got to make him feel so good looking
Yes.
that he is now Leo DiCaprio standing there in that suit.
Confident.
Boy, look at him. Just be
Yes.
like, can we go? Can we take this suit out to the car for a second? He will now be on your team. All right, more questions. 888-429-0941. We got it after Future. Freak Show, Wild 94.1 Bay's Party Station. Your questions will get answered with Therapy Thursday. Meredith MD has a question for us. What you got?
Yes, it says, good morning. So this is my dilemma. I've been married for 21 years in August. When we first got married, he could not afford to get me a ring, but we have been together for over 7 years, was getting ready to relocate to Tampa. So my grandma said, you not going to follow me? No way if he's not your husband. So we got married. It was 3 months to plan, and we really couldn't afford a wedding ring. My best friend's boy got us a wedding band for my first anniversary to come around. He buys me a ring from a jewelry store, a very small, nothing I ever showed him. I told him I wanted. It was going to be a really big problem. 20 years ago, I wore that ring all these years. My 20th wedding anniversary came up last year, and I'm thinking about upgrading it. But he told me that it's negative. He doesn't want to, and it's an old-fashioned ring. If he would have said this is for our 20th anniversary, nobody gave the ring back. Now I have to live with the fact that I love a man and I'm in a relationship for life with a ring that I don't want.
I say get your own upgrade. If it's not going to happen through him, and you've told him and you're not feeling it, and you've been patiently waiting for 20 years, at this point, screw his feelings. If you have to live with this thing, drop some bread and get something you like.
You wore it for 20 years?
Right?
The bad ring
I believe
wore
so.
For 20
I
years?
think they're 20 years.
It was kind of jumbled.
It was.
But for
That's
20 years?
that's what I got.
Yes.
At first, they couldn't afford it. Now, 20 years later, she's still stuck with it.
You can't. I'm just going to put it in a simple term. You can't get mad at a dog for peeing in the house if you let him pee in the house for 20 years. You kept this ugly ring for 2 decades. Like, okay, it's time to upgrade. You can absolutely upgrade, but you basically, if you didn't like it, you should have said something. I'm not saying immediately, like, don't blow up the engagement or whatever if he proposes, but after 20,
I think
somewhere in
has.
that 20 years was a perfect opportunity to either go do it yourself or do it now. But that's fine, but like you've allowed this.
I think she has brought it up. It was jumbled. You're right, but there was something in there about she brought it up and he said no because he's old fashioned or something like that, right?
It was talk to text, though. Just
Yeah, so it was an old-fashioned ring. She don't like it because it's old school. I would not like a ring to discern how much you love me. I would, if as a person who has been married, I would hate that the ring you don't like means that now you like, oh, well, am I wasting my time? Like, no, our love is our love. I mean, let's get better hardware if we need it, but it shouldn't make his love under some sort of kind of microscope. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's just an ugly ring.
Yeah, and it's something
And you can live in an ugly house and still be in a happy marriage.
Yeah, and it's not as important to him as it is to you. So it's never going to be a priority for him.
Yeah.
I say do it yourself.
So go out there and get you an upgrade. Feel better about it. Come home. He'll see you happy wife, happy life. Push on.
Yeah, maybe you
Get
should
you
have
a
done it
ring.
earlier.
Get that thing.
We got a text. It says out the 904, my wife never apologizes or holds herself accountable for anything she does wrong. Is this normal? It's with marriage, with work, with friends, etc. She will wreak havoc and walk away like nothing happened.
Yep.
Orlando.
Is that
You wanna
normal?
take that
Normal
way?
as hell.
Really?
In my life, it is. I was married.
Will-
I was married. I never heard I'm sorry.
Is there something you could do to that personality type to
Work on it?
or let them see the error in their ways at least?
No, I mean, I will tell you that everybody has to be themselves, and you can't really expect people to change. The same way they say you don't marry somebody and expect them to change. Believe who they are. I always thought apologizing would make it seem more normal. So I would I was like, man, I'm sorry about that, blah, blah, blah. But at some point, it's like, oh, I know you're sorry. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, it doesn't pull empathy from other people. It's just got to be in you. So I say, don't let it tarnish who you are. Still be, as forgiving and as gracious as you want to be with those. Be the one that you expect to see. Like, show them how you would expect them to treat you, because that's, the way you're going to treat them. Treat them fair.
It's exhausting being in a relationship with somebody that can never understand when they're wrong or at least apologize. I get how some people have a hard time apologizing, but if you never want to apologize.
But if somebody
that's
is doubled
tough.
down, like they really have doubled down on it, like, listen,
All the time.
I am not going to be that person that you're going to make feel bad for X, Y, and Z. And you're like,
That's not attractive.
you know what I'm saying? But that's in them.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and you signed up for that. That's why you got to either tap out,
Yes.
or you got to swallow it, but you can't expect them to change. You can hope they change,
Right.
And you can hope you inspire it, or a pastor or somebody inspires change, but a lot of times it ain't gonna happen.
And the fact that you said that this is in every aspect of their life, it's not just marriage, but they brought out family, friends, work. That's who they are.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I just seen people get mad, and it's like, I don't see an apology though. It's
Yeah.
like, so I know it ain't malicious. It ain't just me. It was like, that just ain't in me. And some people ain't got that.
That's a learned behavior, by the way.
Yeah, but you know what? If you love them, you said I
You
do.
chose 'em.
You chose.
You knew that.
You chose. Yeah.
So all this is your fault.
It's all your fault. And I'm glad we got to the bottom of it right here. There you go.